Happy New Year, everyone. This is Mba Aja, a speaker at the transition. Now, basically, we're going to talk about the transition and what we did last year. For most of you that know, the transition has been on since last year. We just rounded up the season 1 in December last year. So basically, what we are going to do this year, we're going to just run through most of what we discussed last year. So the transition 2018 is going to come up in February. So before we start up in February, I just want to run through some of the things we discussed last year. So basically, like you all know, the transition is a program where both business people, people that are working 9 to 5, transit into their own personal businesses, transit from their 9 to 5 into entrepreneurship, or where business people transit from doing small business to big business. Transition is about transformation from one point to another point. So we last year we talked about several things that covered from how to get an idea, how to start a business, how to do business setup, how to do legal contracts. So basically, I'm going to run through some of the topics so that by the time we start in 2018, most of our students are up to date on what we discussed. So basically, I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of some of the topics we talked about last year. We did discover who you are, idea creation, planning for success, business setup and incorporation, how and when to raise capital, network and partnership. We had a couple of practical sessions, legal contracts, and how to pitch your business. So in the coming videos to come, I'll be going through some of these topics in more greater detail. So stay tuned and be ready to transit. Thank you. Okay, today we're going to talk about discovering who you are and idea creation. Okay, so let's talk about discover who you are. Now, every business owner has to understand before he goes into business, needs to understand who he is, what gifts him and what talents he possesses before he goes into business. Now, I term this topic the Trinity of an Entrepreneur. Now, Trinity of an Entrepreneur basically talks about the 3 skills you must have if you want to be an entrepreneur, a business owner. Now, the first skill the person should have is either you are a manager, a skilled person, or an entrepreneur or a visionary. Now, you must have 3 of these skills. You can't be all of them, you can be one of them, and in some cases you can actually train yourself to be one of them. What I mean, you can actually acquire skills to be any one of them. Now, I talked about the Trinity. In the Bible, it says the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit all come together to achieve one purpose. Now, these 3 aspects of an entrepreneur are the 3 basic skills an entrepreneur needs or a business needs to be successful. They are all working for the same goal. So I take the first one. The first one is a workman, a skilled workman. Now, a skilled workman is a person that actually knows how to do that work. I basically talk about if you want to own a bakery. Now, the person that can bake the cake, maybe the chef, the master baker that knows the ingredients to put in that particular cake, is termed as a skills man. Now, you want to set up a software company, the software engineer, that the person that actually writes the programs directly, that's who we term as the workman. So this is somebody that has the skill, the raw skill to actually do the work. Now, the second person in the Trinity is called the manager. Now, this is the person that brings all the factors of production together. He's the one that organizes, that does the sales, the marketing, to be sure that the skilled workman is producing on time and is delivering. And he's the one that manages every other thing. Most times, they're usually more like cholerics. These are people that they might not know how to produce the products, but they know that things are done on time. The raw materials are sourced. When the products are produced, they make sure that it's sold. They know when the business is making money and when the business is making a loss. They're actually the engine room of that organization. Now, the third person, who I call the entrepreneur or the visionary. Now, this is someone that might not be involved necessarily in the day-to-day running, but he's a visionary. He can see far. He can see tomorrow today. He's the one that looks at Mama Put and turns it into a Mr. Big. They see far. They are the people that keep dreaming, oh, I want to take the business to this level, I want to take the business to that level. But they might not know how it will be done, but they just come up and say this is what should be done. So these are the 3 people that must be together before any business is successful. So when you're starting your business, the first thing is to do, from these 3 people, who identify who you are among these 3 people. Now, what you can do is either you get an education, like for instance, people do an MBA. An MBA is to get the managerial skills to run a business. Now you might need to partner with some other person that has the other skills so that you can run your business effectively. Most of, like we all know, most of the great businesses, the Googles, the Facebooks, and all that, were not started by one person. They were started by 2 or 3 people bringing all their skills together with one common goal. So the take from this is 1, discover who you are. 2, try and partner with people that have those other skills. And remember, in the Trinity, 3 of them working together to achieve one goal. Thank you very much. We'll talk about the next topic. Now, today we're going to talk about idea creation. How do you start or create a business? Now, man is very unique in the sense that man is like God. When God created, he created man in his own image. So we are just a little bit lower than God. So how God created the earth is the same principles we use when we talk about creation. Now, how does God create? Before God creates, God first sees. God will see first, then he creates. So as man as well, we follow the same principles. So the steps in creating a business are: 1, you see your business. 2nd thing is to have faith in that business. The 3rd thing is to implement what you have seen. So let me take the first one. You need to see your business. When I say see your business, is seeing your business in totality, in your head, in your mind, in your spirit. You bet that business in the spirit. Those dreams, those passions you have when you are growing up, see your business. If you wanted to have a fashion label, from a young age, you start seeing your business. What are the clothes you are going to produce? You see every single detail about your business, the process. Who are you going to sell to? How would you look doing a runway show? Everything about you see it in your mindset. You keep seeing that vision becomes almost real. Now, when you've seen that vision, the next thing you need to do, you have to have faith in that thing that you've seen. You have to, now that you've seen those things, you have to now put it down, write it down, have faith in what you have seen, write it down. That's where people now talk about writing a business plan. Put it down on paper, write what you have seen, make it physical, bring it down from the spiritual realm into that physical realm, write it down, go through all the processes, who are the things you need, how are you going to get the finances, how are you going to do all of that. Then the 3rd thing you now do is now implement that idea. After you've written that business plan, how do you implement it? Who are the people to talk to? Who are the people you partner with? How are you going to get the funding? How are you going to finance it? How are you going to set up an office? How is everything that you've seen? Now, the key here is that if you've not seen your business before, you've not seen it in your head's mind, when the challenges of setting up business come true, you might falter. But when you've seen a picture in your head and you keep seeing that picture, it gives you the faith, it gives you the strength to continue going forward. So the trick here is to see your business, have faith in that business by writing it down, and go ahead and implement. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the 2 videos. We just reviewed discover who you are and how to create a business. So next week we'll be reviewing two other topics. Just want to encourage you, the transition starts February 2018. I'm inviting all of you for season 2 of the transition, and I'll see you next week where we review 2 other topics. Thank you.